lesson 84. This is going to be telling and showing time to 5-minute intervals. First off, I have this circle. What else do I need to make this look more like a clock? Well, I'm missing the center for sure to show the hands. And then I've got to do my numbers, right? So the easiest way that we've learned to do our numbers is start with 12, then go to 6, 3, and 9, right? So then we can just fill in 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10, and 11, right? Gives us plenty of room for all of our numbers. Then we've got to have a minute hand and an hour hand. So if I said, show me this time, 9 o'clock, what would that look like? Well, it's gonna have your short hand or your hour hand pointing to the 9, and this one going all the way through. But first, let's go ahead and label our 5-minute intervals. We all know how to count by fives, right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, right? 5 or 05, dot dot 05, dot dot 10, dot dot 15, dot dot 20. This will help you know dot dot what comes after when your minute hand's pointing, okay? Dot dot 25, dot dot, dot dot 30, dot dot 35, dot dot 40, dot dot 45, dot dot 50, dot dot 55, and at the top is dot dot 60, okay? Parents, we always say dot dot to make sure we always have our dots in the middle when we're writing our time. Okay, so that's a funny trick you may hear him say. So this is showing 9 o'clock, okay? Or when it hits the 60, we don't say 9:60, right? We say 9 o'clock, all right? That's the only one we don't ever write a 60 because it starts over a whole new hour. That's the only one we never write that. Instead, we write it like this. So I'll put right here, dot dot 00 for you to remind you, okay? This is what we're gonna write, okay? So 9 o'clock. Now, what if I wanted you to show me 9:05? Well, I'm gonna go ahead and erase this. Let's look at it. 9:05. Well, 05 is right here. So you would just draw it all the way through. Minute hand goes all the way through into this guy, okay? That would be 9:05. So which hand is telling us the hour on this one? It's gonna, this is our hour hand. Which one's our minute hand? This one, okay? That's our minute hand. 9:10. Let's show 9:10 and go to the 10. Okay, all the way through. Remember, make sure we have a difference between our minute hand and our big hand, or our minute hand and our hour hand, right? Okay, so I want to see those lines going all the way through and touching the 10, because we're not pointing to the 2. That would mean it'd be an hour. We're pointing to the 10, okay? There's going to be a little line right outside these, and it's going to mean 10, or 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. 55 or o'clock. Okay, you want to go all the way through. What do you notice about these numbers? Well, they're all intervals are fives, or we all count by fives, right? So let's go ahead and I want you to try and show me on your little clock, the one that was in your thing. You don't have to draw it out. Parents, if you want them to practice labeling, you can. It's not going to be complete. They know how to label a clock. They just have to know that this is an understood 5, 10, 15, 20. So guys, show me on your little clock, your little Judy clocks that I included, show me 2:40. I'll show you the answer. So pause this video, show 2:40, work it out, parents, with them, and then you can continue this video in just a second. We're gonna do 2:40. So let's start with our hour hand. Our hour hand is gonna be, well, 40's over here. We're gonna pass the 30. So we're gonna be a little bit between the 2 and the 3. Okay, we learned that when we started our half past 5 or anything, it's gonna go in between, okay? Our clock is gonna be moving. your clock is consistently moving, right? So it's going to be a little bit between there, and then this hand will go all the way through, okay? So 2:40. Look at it and see if that's right. I'm going to list some more times right here, and parents, I just want you to practice with that Judy clock, showing the time, and make sure that it's in between if it needs to be. O clock means we're straight up, so we're straight on the numbers. As far as going to the hour as well. When we get down here, we're starting to move a little bit past, right? You've seen a clock, it moves a little bit past. So I'm going to put some times right here, and I just want you to pause the video and try these times out with your students. 7:25. Okay? 4:55. And 12:20. 12:20. 4:05. All right, another thing you could do, parents, is we've been working on AM and PM. So you could test them and say, hey, we're going to eat breakfast at 7:25. Test them. Say, what should my label be? Should it be AM or PM? And they'll say AM, okay? The next one, we got home from school at 4:05. Is that AM or PM? So that's another skill you can work on. We've been working on those. You've probably seen them on their math sheets if you haven't already, and just kind of quizzing them and keeping those skills flowing together. You will have a Master 284. This one is going to have the clock already set up for you, and then you're going to write the time. So on this first clock, on your Master, we're at the top. So what would this time be, guys? So what time did we come up with? Well, the first one is going to be 3:10. My hour hand, it's a little bit past, but it's to the 3, right? Anything here and up is 3, all right? And my big hand's going to my 10. Good job. So that one's 3:10, and that's just what you're going to do on your master page. I do see that number 5 on your A sheet, it does have a question like this. So pay attention really hard. If you need to watch this video to remember or look at your master page, do that, okay? All right, so I hope you'll have a great night, day, whenever you're watching this, and I'll be back for lesson 85, okay? All right, guys, bye.